No need to worry.
Chiori, your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so...
Courier you were talking about.
Oh, hey, Traveler and Paimon. Fancy seeing you here in Fontaine. It's time that you've seen me flub a delivery job now, isn't it? Oh, you somehow always happen to catch me off my game, huh?
So, what was the holdup?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just...
Treasure hoarders?
A few run-ins on the road aren't usually enough to give you any trouble.
Well, I didn't run into anyone exactly. I just got a look...
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
Alright, they were a little...
So it was a...
My fabric?
Yeah, they said that...
Oh, are you...
I'm good.
Well, is there something else that you...
Huh? So, one of the bandits had... And who might the...
I appreciate your anyone that dares to mess with one of my friends.
Alright.
Uter.
Well, that's...
So you both know...
Through Chiori's complaint...
So he's like...
A rival is what you... Uter, however. I've already warned him before to compete with me fair and square.
Wait, Chiori, where are you going?
To teach someone a lesson.
Chiori!
And she's gone.
Oh, no.
You seem concerned.
Well, Traveler, Paimon...
Yeah, we'll take...
well...
Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
No. Oh? And who are these two?
So you came too? Allow me to introduce you.
The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol? You mean that organization where everyone carries a musket?
Well,
In return, I've helped her take care of some...
it's nice to meet you both. So, did something...
Indeed it did.
I only... Well, not before I know what you're...
Have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is, have you ever made...
Okay.
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the cap...
Neither.
Are you planning to...
Not if I can help it.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow me.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that. This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat with him.
You know, Chevraz, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said.
Does Chiori often need your help?
I'd say it's mutual. The Special Patrol needs her help quite... The uniform, the musket, but put them in a clothing boutique.
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Yep. People are vain creatures. As a result, Chiori often picks up...
You scratch my back.
Exactly. I'm also... And in some very rare case... So, who got on her...
Oh, so this...
Huh? Uter, you say?
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times, so he's back.
Whoa, what's this?
I just meant that Uter's done for.
Sure.
Because this is probably
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
Has anyone ever taught...
Huh?
Stupidity? It appears you've forgotten... Oh.
Ahem.
Uh,
Of course. Not to worry, though.
I...
Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from
Apologies, officer.
You...
Is there anything else either of you have?
That's all from me.
We'll see about that.
Timed
Oh, not if I started with a verbal.
insults and threats so bad.
Believe it or not,
You could have reported.
oh, I will. I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion. Oh, that reminds me.
What a shame.
Have I? Well,
Don't you think you're...
I always pay you back. It's just like you said. We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time.
There's nothing to worry.
Sorry.
What are you talking about? The next time you need to... with that sort of escort. I'm being serious.
Wait, you don't...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed,
There's really no need...
well, you certainly... It'll also show those guys what'll happen.
Well,
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything
I believe so. I'll try to churn out...
Paimon's gonna take a guess.
But of course, that's also why.
but isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori?
Even so,
Well,
then it's still not famous enough.
all of it?
Wait, would that mean I...
Alternatively, of course.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should... Ooh, what is it? What?
Why don't you come to my shop?
Oh, so we...
Seeing them off the rack.
Sounds easy enough.
No need. If you like them,
Ooh,
then we have a deal.
yep, sounds good. Wait.
My husband promised to give me a replica of the most eye-catching outfit from the show. Did you read the paper today?
Chiori, we're here!
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Wait, has Kirara left already?
Yep, with the Special Patrol. Bright and early.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The way they marched forward, they took care to clear the... I even heard that Navia...
Sounds like Navia.
My thoughts exactly.
You know, now that you...
I suppose that's why we're such... Navia has a certain... That same spirit.
It's like finding the perfect...
Indeed.
Huh. And here...
Fashion is about more...
Oh, yeah.
Indeed. Give me a moment.
Set them up. How exactly?
Just carefully organized.
Whoa, there sure is a...
Well then, I'll leave the displays to...
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Not bad. You might just have an... Anyway, let's move over here. Stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been? Your gown will be ready.
Oh, no.
But you can keep the deposit. Don't worry about the material.
It's all right. I'm not trying to make things.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Is it just Paimon, or we...
It's not a big deal. These things happen. A family emergency, and I'm judging from the look on her face.
Well, guess this means...
That's true. Come.
Is Miss Chiori in?
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to return.
Oh.
It's just,
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectation?
No need. You...
And I'd be happy.
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return.
Another?
Is there some sort of... Surely the...
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us?
Please calm down, sir.
Haven't you heard? Chiori Boutique has been exposed for having close ties with criminals. It's all over the papers.
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground factories, aren't they?
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. I've already proved there's nothing wrong with them. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then
You...
off!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return request. And once you're done...
Got it.
Chiori...
They couldn't be more fabricated. The real goal here...
If you say so...
The best way to respond...
Miss Chiori, bad news!
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work?
It's our accessories supply.
What? No accessories?
Yes, that's what they're missing.
And what about the mod?
I think...
Even the suppliers believe those...
Is the messenger still...
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories...
Not just that. It means no...
But if you take those away...
Alof. In that case, please come with me.
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable conversation.
Who is it?
Venger, it's... We've worked together all these years.
Straightforward as always, I see.
And Wen has... I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation.
You're right.
So...
No.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become...
Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same...
Every house...
It seems you're...
What sort...
Yesterday...
Here. I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Behind the scenes, relying on its close tie...
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes.
Yeah, he was...
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon.
That's right. The court of public...
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past, they claim that most of your
The absurdity.
Well, it's no... Maybe your clientele, but with the way this article...
Venger.
But I'm no longer... I'd be perfectly happy to... Let me offer you a piece...
You're free to wait things out.
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely...
fair enough.
Understood.
So,
Without the accessories, I can no longer use...
how could they do this? They're making things up! The...
Public opinion has never been... I should have seen it from the beginning.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry excuse for an article? Oh, just thinking about it makes Paimon's blood boil.
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that art, Miss Chiori doesn't...
That's great!
It's my pleasure. She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite. Speaking of Miss
She was?
If you ask me, I think Chioria Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers' back.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Really? How was it?
The owner was
Oh no, we've... Did you hear what all those people...
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public. It's also true that her way of dealing...
Oh, this is all Utear's fault! Wait a second.
That would only make the situation...
You've got a point. Let's... Elaf, we're back! Oh, who's this?
Ah, this is Miss Letitia.
Oh, you were the one...
Oh, no, not...
Ah, so you...
Yeah, you... My fiancé, he probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes and how pretty they were. Being able to wear one of her dresses to my wedding has always been my dream.
And then?
And then, something happened to the business, and we ran into major Mora problems. We were able to scrounge up enough to pay off our debts, but it left us without the funds to pay for the dress.
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left of the original deposit?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she asked if something happened, and I told her everything. She heard me out, and then told me not to worry. She assured me that the deposit I paid would be enough for the dress, and that she'd be able to finish making it in time as well. She promised that I'd be able to wear a Chihoria dress on my wedding day.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I've always known Miss Chiori to be a woman of her word.
It is good. It's just, after I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé happened to walk in.
Ah, what?
Well, see, that he's seen a lot of wedding dresses.
Huh? So what?
Yeah.
Oh. Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for...
Huh?
I think it'd go a long...
Hey, Olaf!
Huh? I thought...
Well, we were...
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by this...
In that case, why don't we split up?
All right, sounds good. Let's... Chiori?
Uh-huh. How did...
She did.
I'm not... Wanna sit here with me? The view's quite stunning. Don't worry.
Alright, don't mind if we...
Well, how does it feel?
This place is pretty great.
Right? It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media. It's just you and the beautiful scenery.
Yeah. Smile.
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me as a child. I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me.
Whoa, Paimon would have never imagined that.
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Sorta.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say I really tried their patience.
You were that misbehaved?
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had strange ideas when it came to fashion. Ones that weren't in line with traditional ways of doing things. On top of that, anyway...
No wonder you left Ina.
I was angry and frustrated.
Well, that's a great dream to...
After that, I had a lot of fun starting out. I had of course, as I spent... Oh, yeah. She did mention... Who would have thought? Alright, that's enough...
Ooh, looks like you've got your...
Back? It was never gone to begin with.
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Charlotte's already working on an article...
I don't like duking it out. I know where Uter's...
Sounds good. As for fashion...
Huh? When...
but you...
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out. To tell you the truth, even here in thinking about all that... The sea... Come.
Chiori! Chiori, why did you just jump into the sea all of a sudden?
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitoir? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too.
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
Leave it to us. These should be enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area. Chiori, will these do? Great! So are we gonna head back now and make some new designs?
Yes, but don't forget. Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next...
You mean we have to start from...
I should be able to...
Oh no, skipping out on...
Ganyu?
A friend of ours who does way... Well, anyway, sleep is important. You're
What?
What else can we help with?
I suppose all there's...
You got it!
You heard me. Tear them all... When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. I had to make something work. If it worked back then, what?
But you worked so...
I know. No need to be nervous, of course. Just this once, though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions. Good job. That should do it.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. What happened to your show? Who did this? Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina di Rosula return the favor.
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, 'cause you see,
Ugh, what is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfits. We need all the fabric and accessories we can get.
So that's what happened. I guess I got a bit ahead of myself just now. Back to what you were doing, everyone. You can all just pretend like...
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation. No one's gonna orchestrate some conspiracy to take down one of my friends and get away with it.
You and Chiori...
Of course! Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous out...
Now, if only you...
As if plus. With how much your intel has helped...
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know...
If it's not too much trouble.
Oh, no problem. I've got a few... When are you going to get started?
Actually...
Ask away. I'm all ears.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette?
I'm done with my interview! Has Miss Chiori made it back yet?
Oh! What happened to the boutique? Who did this? Give me names! I'll make sure every last one lands a full feature on the front page of the Steambird tomorrow!
Not this again.
Linny, Lynette! Great, you're both here!
A moment later and
We read the article in the... She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case, I assume that there's some...
Okay, so it's...
Is that all we'll need to do?
should be a piece of cake for the two.
Paimon's glad. Well then, guess it's about time we go and find some... Chiori said we shouldn't disturb her over the next couple of days. We can check in with her again once she's done with all the...
But the show's in another 2 days, isn't it? Will she be able to make the deadline?
Well, according to her...
A two-pronged approach?
Courtesy first.
Yeah.
Understood.
All right, retcon... Okay, then... Oh, Paimon...
You're here.
Chiori! How are the new outfits coming along? You look kinda tired.
Just a few steps.
Wow, that's cutting...
Don't worry.
Okay.
His factory is usually... We're just curious
Well, when...
Anyway, Uter's factory is right over there.
What?
We have different marketing strategies. What?
All right.
You make a good point.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Is nobody here.
Welcome, dear visitors.
Oh, Paimon nearly fell out of the air. What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please, follow me, dear guests. First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand. After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Laterra seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving it?
This is the studio where our design... These are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting room. Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
It seems to have stopped.
Where did this thing take us?
Seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
Look out! There are guards here!
You picked the wrong fight. Delicate as silk. You picked the wrong fight. Lend me a hand.
This place is...
Look over there. And
so he was actually...
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to... He's been using all met...
Should...
Never mind issue.
That's terrible. This way he won't be able to try and deny anything in court. All right, let's keep going. Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go up.
This place seems like some kind of warehouse. Ugh, and it stinks too. Huh? What's going on? Our way in's been blocked.
Seems like he knew we...
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because...
But you're practically...
When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion. In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd, but with... Finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to the conclusion, for my part...
You received the acclaim of all Fontaine...
I don't know the exact details of what happened. Well, let's focus on getting out of here first. Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
There are some control panels over there. Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
Delicate as silk.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
Look over there. Seems like there's a way out. Maybe we can use these mechanisms to get higher.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Entering expulsion mode.
Whew. We finally made it out. Huh? Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders. Initiating shutdown procedure.
We're finally out of that stinky place. Let's take this evidence and get out of here. Finally, the entrance. At last.
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see.
We've collected a bunch of evidence and all the nasty stuff.
The evidence on your person, you mean? What?
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about you?
Oh, but this is...
What?
Proving that fashion is merely a laughable farce. A carnival of it...
You know what your problem is, Uter? You've become...
Spare me the...
Fashion is about a...
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand how laughable that ideal truly is.
That's what you've been trying to prove?
He realized long ago how utterly
You gave up on your dream. But that what you think you understand. This whole...
pathetic.
You're right. But more pitiful
You...
Yeah, just leave his gun.
No.
But he hasn't.
It'll be fine. I'll deal with him.
Catch up with us soon.
Trying to leave, are we?
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Uter. But all that
Still trying to talk tough, I see.
No matter what you've been through, no matter why you've become like this. If I may borrow the words of a friend, allow me to show you. The Chioria brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chioria Boutique has prepared for you today.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
an enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chioria brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself!
Did Chiori not...
Lights! Cameras! Over here, please!
let the show begin. The world may change, fashion along with it, but Chioria will remain the same. No challenge is too great. Chioria caters to no one. Not even the times. Rather, Chioria will always lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget. Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is, Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
How?
A little more to the left.
Like this?
Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks great! Miss Chiori, can I take a picture?
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before
Well, how...
Now that you mention it, perhaps... Pear would need an alias of...
So, does that...
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and warm.
And a bit cramped.
Miss Chiori, I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steam.
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need from...
Huh?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linnea.
What about something other?
Thank you, Chiori. It's much appreciated.
Well, I don't really need anything.
I don't need anything either. So long.
Actually, that reminds me. When will you be leaving?
Huh? About that.
The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in.
What? No, that's so
Ooh, do we get something nice too?
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show.
Shivers.
If you come across any...
Enjoyed that, didn't you?
Says the one who pulled that stunt.
And if I had...
No. but
Well, I would say I'm...
all right, I won't.
Well, friends,
I'll have to take a rain. Oh, by the way, Chief,
I don't need to hear it.
you know.
Thanks again.
My pleasure. Oh, and what? That was really quite a...
You don't say.
All right.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view?
A place with the...
Perfect. I'll be right... Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But what did you want to...
Here, take this.
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chioria Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon gets one as well?
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, I decided to give them to you two. You've been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak, you stayed by my side. There were even times when
Well, we may...
I know for certain that I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand. Apart from... A single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chioria Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that point. Not if you had anything to say about it. But, about the stuff you said at the show, you aren't worried it'll rub some people the wrong way?
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I truly feel. I won't bow or scrape before any force in this world, much less any individual. I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it.
Well, guess there's nothing to worry about then. Should we go back and join them at the victory feast?
Oh, yes, of course. But before that, I'd like to admire the view for just a little while longer. You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine, I'd say this is the loveliest by far.
The night is cold. Stars. Everyone hold hands.
By royal
My guiding stars. Committed to memory. Sharing my knowledge.
odds repeat.
Cold. Minds of them.
I feel like my...